act, it does not require the consumption involvement of the listener. When you move on a railway platform, you hear several voices. You do not listen to them suddenly. There is an announcement or a speaker, public speaker. We pay conscious attention to what is being said. Types of listening: superficial listening, appreciative listening, focused listening, evaluative listening, attentive listening, empathic listening. Evaluative list Evaluative listening involves evaluation of the oral message or commentary and developing a line of thought. The listener interprets and analyzes what he and she listen in order to understand both the explicit as well as implicit meaning of the oral message. It may also involve matching topics against one's own interest and making mental notes of the important points. Thus, the main purpose of evaluating listening the evaluate the content of the oral message of the scaling appropriate information. The output could be oral response or summarizing and recalling information at a later stage. Example include listening to structured stalls, classroom, lecture, workshop, seminar, and so forth. Attentive listening. Attentive listening demands the complete attention of the listener. It is a basically active and intelligent listening in situations such as group discussion, meeting, job interview, and so on. The listener pay attention to all part of the message. That is the central idea, main points, supporting details, example, and illustration. There is no selective dismissal of any part of the oral message. As an attentive listening is interactive and productive, facilitating proper interaction and more effective listener speaking relationship. It requires conscious efforts on the part of the listener or demand concentration, involvement, responsibilities. Some other example of attentive listening include listening to administrating instruction, formal conversational interaction, suggestion, requests, important telephone calls, and so on. Empathetic listening. Empathetic listening is not only to what the speaker is saying but also to know she is saying. That is an heart feeling, emotional and state of mind. The listener has to understand and respond to the effective signal that the speaker might make and has to be alert the speaker implied meaning, attention and attitude. Moreover, he has to understand, interpret non-verbal clues and the body language of the speaker. The above description of the different types of the listening clearly indicates that the most important thing to settle initially is simply why a particular oral message is being listened to. Listening to classical music is quite different from the listening to a lecture. People may listen for relaxation or entertainment, for getting information, for solving problem, or for discussion or a later stage. They listen to different kinds of the oral message. It is serious listening to a light listening. What matters most in the overall purpose of the listening. Although the basic purpose of listening is to receive information from the various sources. There can be different purpose in listening. One may listen to get an introductory idea of the oral message, understand the main point of the lecture, discover the speaker ideas during a conversation, understand differing viewpoint in order to contribute to a discussion, aim to broad understanding of the subject matter of the seminar, obtain specific information, understood new changes and development in the particular field, seek evidence for one point of views.